ខ្ញុំលងស្រឡាញ់ស្រឡាញ់ស្រឡាញ់គេមែនហើយអោស្នេហ៍អើយស្នេហ៍អើយស្នេហ៍អើយស្នេហ៍អើយស្នេហាខ្ញុំសែនអៀនសែនអៀនសែនអៀនរំជួលអរ៉ាដូចមានស្លាប់ហោះហើរលើវេហាខ្ពស់ហួរឆ្ងាយក្រៃស្គាល់ស្នាមថើបស្នាមថើបស្នាមថើបដំបងហើយអោព្រះអើយព្រះអើយព្រះអើយស្នេហាក្មេងខ្ចីព្រមលិខិតមេត្តាមេត្តា
What's going on, YouTubers? Today I'm going to show you how to make SOMLAR MACHU KROUNG, a traditional Cambodian dish that I hold closely to my heart, and I enjoy eating this so very much. So if you're new to the channel, I would like to say welcome and thank you for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. So to start things off, you want to start with your protein. Here I have a pack of pork ribs. You can use any other type of protein if you like. Next up, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, some black pepper. You can be a little generous with that. It won't hurt nobody. Add in your garlic powder. I'm just eyeballing this. Just put as much as you like. Then 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce and 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. Now marinating the meat is fully optional. I just like to do this so I can immerse the flavors into the meat. Otherwise you're going to be cooking it with the fresh herbs that you will be seeing in a minute. So here we have the coyotes that we're going to be chopping up into cubes, and some Chinese water spinach. There's just so many names to call those, but yeah. The main ingredients to create the paste is lemongrass, chili peppers, shallots, kaffir lime leaves, and galangal. We're also going to add in turmeric later. Usually you pound the turmeric in mortar pesto with the rest of the ingredients, but I'm going to hold off till the end a little bit. You'll see why. So here you see me adding in all the fresh herbs, the galangal, the shallots, the lime leaf, the lemongrass, you name it. We're going to put in a little at a time, and we're going to smash it until it becomes a paste. Then we're going to add little by little and continuously smash it until it becomes a fine paste. You can use a blender if you like, but I'm going to keep it a little more traditional and do it this way. Okay, so in a wok, frying pan, a pot, or whatever it is that you have available, throw all that herb that you smashed earlier and put that into the hot wok. And you're going to fry that until it becomes very fragrant, aromas in the air and everything. It just smells extremely good. So here you see me adding some more chopped shallots into this dish just to give it more of a texture profile. So here's the turmeric that I'm talking about. Instead of pounding it into the mortar and pesto with all the other ingredients, I'm just adding it straight into the pan. So what that's going to do is give this dish a more brighter yellow color, in which you will see in a minute. Next, curry powder. Now if you don't have curry paste, you can use curry powder. It might come off differently as far as flavor profile, but it has a similar taste. Add all the ingredients in, stir it up, and then next I'm going to be adding in the marinated spare ribs that I had earlier. Now this is where all the flavors come from, because the meat is already marinated, all the flavors in the meat. You got your flavors and your herbs, and when you combine those two together, oh, let me tell you, you have everything a dish could possibly need. Next I'm going to add in the coconut milk. This is my own personal twist to it, totally optional, but as you can see, the color profile on that dish right there is so nice and bright. Adding in all the other vegetables that we cut previously into this dish right here, and everything starts coming together. Gotta love the vegetables. Put a lot of that in there because it's gonna wilt once you cook it down. Next, right here, I'm adding in tamarind powder. If you have tamarind paste, by all means use it. but I'm only using what I have available. Put as much as you like. If you prefer more of a sour taste, add more. If not, add less. Next up, I'm just adding some more water, just enough to cover the meat underneath. And then we're going to close it with a lid and let it simmer on low, so that way the meat falls off the bone. So after it's been simmering for a while, I want you to open the lid, take a look inside, check your meats, check your vegetables, taste it, see if everything is to your liking. And if it is, then it's time to plate your dish and enjoy. So the only ingredient that I wish I had in this dish was Thai eggplant. It wasn't available at the store, so I had to make do with what I had. We're gonna doll this dish up by adding some basil on top and placing a ladle beside it.